Okay, I've got a bit of 2.5 inch round bar here. Now I wish I had a bit of 2 inch, but I just don't. And in here, this is the post hole digger shaft. So in here is one of these. So I've got it marked up. You can barely see that orange mark at the end there, and that gives us plenty to work with. So I'll just start gnawing away at it, and yeah, this is probably going to take a while. Okay, I've been gnawing away here, and I'm just about down to the 2 inch size. I'm going to run a big long run of 2 inch, then turn it around, and I should be able to get him up nice and short up in the chuck there then, so I don't get so much vibration or so much flex. So I'll just drop that down to 50 thou cut, depth of cut. I'm running at 900 RPM, and I'm running about 88 thou per cut. I'd like to run at about 40 actually, so I'll just change this while we're going. Get it all lined up here. D, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. We'll see how that goes, eh? That last cut was a nice one. So it seems to be 50 thou depth of cut, 950 RPM on a 2 inch OD, and 76 thou per revolution. Seems to give us a nice finish. The lathe feels good doing it. Yeah, look, that is a nice finish. Okay, let's turn him around, and we'll have to do a bit of marking on him first, I believe. Oh, the swath I've built up so far. Oh well. Oh. So there we are. That's the 2 inch section down here. So if I put a mark around there somewhere, and I hang on to him and just leave this end here sticking out, Well, that should give me plenty of room. I haven't got to part anything off at this stage. That should leave me plenty of room to chomp away at this end to make it look something like this one. And I've probably got half an inch up my sleeve, and I've got the material that'll go okay with. So it's a bit heavy. And that's as far in as I can go. Make sure it sits there nicely. We'll nip the old 6-jaw up. And that orange mark there, we'll just check again. So yeah, if we go to the end of the orange mark, so if we go to the chop that orange mark out, well, that should give us a nice nice bit to work with. So that feels good. Sometimes you shift things and the centre's not quite right or something, but well, that feels okay. I'll touch off and we'll just chomp some of it. Okay, so that's got the radius in there now. So we come along, we haven't got a sharp edge. Oh, there's a little... Oh, I can just feel a little edge there. I better get rid of that. We'll pop a bit of... That's better. So I might polish that edge up a little bit, I think. Had a nice finish, but when I took the light cut, it buggered it up a little bit. I'll just give her a polish. Look, I'm pretty happy with that. I'll just take your handheld and give you a look. That's looking okay. That's a seal surface around through here. It's down a little bit. So when we put the other shaft on, you can see where the seal ran way down there. So we've got a fair bit of room there, and we'll have plenty of room to have a little polish later. Now we have to get this piece here down to, I think it was 1.25 inches. So we're 1.38 inches here, so we need to come to 1.25 inches down to about there somewhere. Okay, that's down to the right size. .250 1.25 inches. Now we do need to put this little radius shoulder on there. Now I do have another little tool. Where have I put it? Right, I'll have a hunt and see what I've done with it. I had it in my hand a minute ago. Okay, there it is. Was looking at me all the time. So, where this goes in relationship to this here, not highly important. Okay, so we've got that little radius. Now that's sitting in there nicely. I will just polish this shaft just a little bit where the bearing goes. I like the fit, but I just like it a bit smoother to help it slide. Okay, you've got to be happy with that. Actually, I might Scotch Brite it. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Now, the important thing on this shaft is the relationship to the back of this groove here to this circlip groove there. So we have to measure that pretty accurately. We can do that, no worries. I'm just going to touch the parting tool off at the back here and then just bring it up, and I'll measure how deep that is, and we'll go in that depth. And then later on we have to sit the shaft up in the middle and do a keyway. Now this had two keyways, probably in case one got worn. I'm only going to do one. There's only one on the gear. It's a 1/4 inch key, so I suppose it's a 1/4 inch key would be, well, 1/8 of an inch deep, I suppose, 3mm deep. But look, I'll measure that up. Monkey see, monkey do with this shaft, really. So, so here we go. So we'll find out where this circlip is next, and we'll pop that in. Okay, I've got the parting tool in, and I'm a little lucky with that parting tool. It's a 2mm parting tool, and our groove was 2mm right on the money. So how arsey is that? So what I'm going to do is bring the tool by eye right to the back of that groove. So right to that shoulder. I'll zero the DRO. Then with my verniers I better make sure they're on 0. I can bring them right there into the groove, right onto the edge. That's an odd size, isn't it? 100mm. So we'll bring it 3.950. We're going to be pretty close on the money there. That's to the inside edge. And we need to go down $42,000. That's just copying the old shaft. Yeah, it's about 40,000, 42. Alright, let's crank this up. So, we come down this way, 3.950. Does that look the same? Sure does. Okay, so we'll touch it off and then go in 40,000. so I had to go 80 thou because when we measured it was 40 thou deep, so we had to double that to the way I've got my DRO set. So the end of the shaft from the circlip up, so from the circlip groove to the end as we sit is 866 thou, 865. So that doesn't really matter at this stage, but if with that, where that tool goes in, if I zero that now, bring him up 0.8, well that's not right because I'd be working from that side of the groove. So from this side of the groove, that side of the groove, if I zero him out, so 865 thou, so there we go. That's the profiles finished. So we'll slide him out and I'll get the tailstock out of the way. Get the carriage out of the way. Well, you make a mess, don't you? Okay, so there's the shaft. Now I've got to part it off down here later on, but look, that's no worries. And the reason I've gone that way is that this slides way up into the tailstock, so I can hold it rigid to part this end off. But for the meantime, while we're cutting keyways and that, it gives us extra stuff to hang on to, so that's always a good thing. Well, I'm set up in the mill. I've got the shaft sitting here in a V block with a clamp on it. I can just get the oh look, when I say just, I'm there by probably 50 thou in travel, so it looks like it's going to clean this up, but it's not going to. I zeroed this out earlier, that's our 0 point there. So measuring the old one from the top of the shaft, it's 150 down, not the flats across, so we might just run a little bit of coolant with it. So both as the coolant will be both as a lube and to keep the tip cool. How fast are we going to run this? Come on, slow it down a bit. Alright, let's see how we go. So we're sitting at about 80 thou there. Well, I'm going to slow it. Put him on auto feed. That's around 80 thou, 82 thou deep. Okay. It's feeling pretty good. Alright, I better put the camera back. Okay, we'll drop her another, well we're going to go 75, we want a 150 altogether, so I'll just take him down slowly. Okay, I think we're good to go again. turning it is manually now. Okay, that's it. So that's copied off the old one, so I'll so that's a copy. Where the old one had a keyway that went right the way through, and so the key could come and bang on the circlip here, and this is the bearing surface there. I chose to copy the depth, so I checked both sides from the top here, not the side, not across down. I checked from the top here, because from the top I could actually put a bit of paper there, just touch the paper, come down 3,000. I knew I was sitting on the top, and it was 150 thou down from the very top here, so I've just copied that, and I measured both sides and they're both the same. So we should be able to pop this shaft out, give him a blow off, and that should be a good thing.